Zach, Jenna from WKBW in Buffalo. Let's just first start off with, the Denver defense. When you look at them, I'm not quite sure how much tape you've watched, but what kind of challenges do they present specifically when it comes to the run game?
They do a lot of good things in the run game. They are a very aggressive pass rush kind of a defense inside. So, we just got to come out there, try and do what we can do and, just try to, stay positive and have positive games every time we touch the ball.
I know there's been a lot of emphasis on the pass game just because it's working so well, but I also know you guys are trying to improve the run game. How is that going, and what have you seen just from the backfield over these last few games since coming off the bye?
We've been doing good. We've been keeping our head down and, doing what's asked of us, to help our stats and things like that. It's about getting that W and, whatever way that offense calls upon us to do that, we're always ready to do that.
And, speaking of getting a W, obviously Cleveland lost last night, so you couldn't clinch a playoff spot, but you do have a chance to clinch the AFC East with a win this weekend. I know you guys always say the next game is the most important game, but this really could be one of the most important games of the season for you guys. Have you talked a little bit about just what this weekend would mean?
No, we just trying to continue week by week, during this entire season. Approach it as a very important game, and, respect our opponents and things like that. But, we're just trying to go out there and put, our best efforts on tape. And, hopefully that comes out with a W.
Just last question for me. I know you're, one of the newer guys to be on this team, but just the way that this organization has just kind of turned things around, they're on the verge of making their third playoffs in the last 4 seasons. What is it like just to be a part of this culture and kind of now have that attitude where the playoffs are an expectation?
It's good. It's lovely to come in as a rookie and, be winning in this league. A lot of these guys who've been on different teams and things like that throughout their career, they always talk about how hard it is to win this league. And you see that week by week. And, they always tell the rookies we're so lucky to have a team like this, an organization who's doing everything that they could possibly do to help this team achieve everything it wants. So I've been blessed to come in here and hopefully we could do this for, a while.
All right. Thanks, Zach.
Hi, I'll get my video going here. Hi, Zach. How are you?
How you doing? I'm good.
Good. Zach, what did it mean to you to be called upon in this last game against Pittsburgh to really be a key factor in killing off those final 7+ minutes? The trust that was put in you to help do that.
The coaches always have trusted me, from day one. I try to come in and make sure that I, prove that I could be trustworthy as a rookie throughout this entire season. And then, they wanted to see me rebound from last week in the San Francisco game and things like that. But, I just stayed the course, kept my head down and continued to work like I always do. And, it was when it was my turn to, step up for this team and, help them win a game. I was able to do that with the play of the offensive line who helped a lot in that final 7 minutes.
And if you can take, as best you can, take me into what the mindset is when you know what the goal is. I mean, ultimately not give them the ball back. And it's not often teams get to hold the ball for that long under those circumstances. So what are the primary thoughts kind of running through your head and then sort of the what you're being philosophy of how you're running in those situations?
Yeah, don't fight for extra yards if you don't have to. Stay in bounds, take the ball, and get positive yards. When they're there, don't force any runs. Just trust the O-line and let them do their jobs. And they did a fantastic job of that, of just creating lanes and seams, allowing me to, get upfield and, get north or south.
And Zach, you mentioned that San Francisco game and what happened then, and of course the immediate response is to turn it all over to Devin and obviously put you on the sideline. But for you as a rookie, I was impressed that mentally, because that can go one of two ways for a person, right? You can either keep thinking about how the coaches reacted to it, and that preys upon you and maybe doesn't let you get over it. You got over it, obviously. And so I guess what I'm asking you is, how did you, number one, handle it from when it took place and at that moment? And then two, kind of the week leading up to your next game to sort of you had a proof, hey, you can trust me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there before. It's not like this is my first time, ever fumbling the ball in my career. And, I knew how to rebound. I'm my hardest critic, so it was not something that was, just treacherous for me. So I just made sure that I, came in, I attacked the week, knowing that my number was going to be called again up this week, and, just stayed ready to go and, did the best that I could do for this team. And, I mean, I let the rest, fall where it may.
And Jenna, I just want to follow up on Jenna's question about the run game itself, because it's been one of those hit or, I say hit or miss. It hasn't been prevalent, but by design, you're a team that sprinkles the run in, and because you got this explosive passing game. But the readiness mindset of you and Devin, and of course the O-line, all part of it. What is that like to know that how this team sort of utilizes it? But I feel like every chance you get, you got to really pounce on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about being ready. Everybody on this offense, especially the backs and the offensive line, have been in different parts of their careers, called upon to do different things. And, it's just about being able to adjust week by week, understand this is different week by week. One week we may be run heavy. Next week we may pass the ball, most of the game and things like that. So if it's called upon us to go out there and have a great game, pass blocking to help us get a win, we're going to do that. If it's about closing the game out in the fourth quarter and sprinkling the runs in and, trying to get 5 yards a pop, we're going to be able to do that as well. So it's all about being ready and just doing what we can do to help the team get a win.
Excellent. Zach, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No problem.